Universal Addiction Destroyer Script. Read slowly with heavy discuss in the worm sections and rising, defiant fire in the warrior sections. Pause for weight after powerful images and affirmations. This hybrid runs 11 minutes, 11 seconds when spoken with natural intensity, visceral aversion to create real nausea, raw acknowledgement of rock-bottom loneliness, and fighter spirit from the songs to forge unbreakable resolve. Listen to me right now, warrior. You are not here by accident. You are here because something inside you has not died yet. Everything else may feel broken. Your habits, your focus, your direction, maybe even your self-respect. But that spark refused to shut down. That is why you're still here, still breathing, still refusing to surrender. You have seen the pattern. You know exactly what it is, the thing that keeps pulling you back, the thing that takes your time, your energy, your clarity, and gives you nothing real in return. You felt it drain you. You felt the emptiness afterward, that quiet disappointment, that moment where you sit there and think, why did I do that again? Stop pretending you don't know. Call it clearly. This is not a harmless habit. This is a living, breathing, demonic, puss-drenched super cancer parasite, a biological superweapon designed for your complete self-annihilation. It has tunneled into the core of your existence like a metastatic tumor, pumping poison more vicious than any plague. It only cares about being fed, again and again and again. It does not care about your future, your goals, your family, or your life. It only wants to survive, even if it kills you in the process. Right now, stare it down with merciless clarity. A colossal, fat, pale, maggot-white demon worm, the size of your forearm, glistening with yellow-green pus and black bile, coiled like a throbbing, greasy noose around your brain. A malignant, metastatic tumor, relentlessly pumping poison, deadlier than any disease ever recorded. Every single time you reach for that screen, that bottle, that bag, that swipe, that bite, that hit, that fix, that bet, that purchase, that lie, that secret cheat, that comfort ritual, that hidden pattern, that hidden agenda, that next plastic surgery, that desperate hunt for social approval, validation, attention, or opinions. The demon worm clamps down with crushing force until your skull feels ready to fracture under the weight of this hellish parasitic legion. Thick, rancid, yellow-green slime laced with chunks of half-digested rot, bloody mucus, and tumor-grade venom erupts from its bloated segments and floods your bloodstream like raw sewage invading your veins. You taste it instantly. Warm, chunky vomit fused with spoiled rotting meat, battery acid, shit, decaying flesh, and concentrated demonic toxin left festering in a scorching dumpster for weeks. It coats the back of your tongue, slides like thick snot down your throat, and settles in your stomach like a heavy, sloshing sack of warm corpse fluid that demands you vomit right now. But this time, you do not vomit in defeat. You vomit as preparation. You are clearing the battlefield so you can rise and unleash absolute annihilation. Feel the maggots, tens of thousands of tiny white wrigglers, erupting and swarming beneath your skin like a metastatic infestation from hell. They writhe and burrow everywhere, between your ribs, forcing your eyeballs outward, deep inside your asshole and intestines, where they devour your waste and spawn more eggs, beneath your balls or your clit, where they tunnel into raw flesh, crawling up your spine into your lungs, so every breath becomes an inhalation of living worms and tumor cells. Every craving triggers a frenzied thresh, multiplying like this infernal horde running rampant. They gnaw through your willpower, your dignity, your memories, your future, defecting black, sticky, foul-smelling regret that reeks exactly like rotting garbage mixed with vomit, shit, infected wounds, and cancer-ridden decay baking under the sun for 3 weeks. The stench clings to your skin like an eternal curse. This is the biohazard it has tried to turn you into at absolute rock bottom. Greasy, swollen face, covered in open sores and pus-filled eruptions, sunken black eyes, ringed with crusty discharge, hot, foul breath like sewer gas, rotting teeth leaving bleeding black stumps, hair falling out in greasy clumps, crawling, itching skin with rashes and scabs you tear open until they weep blood and pus. Your dick, pussy, ass, or stomach, raw and leaking, coated in dried cum, grease, sugary sludge, crusted blood, and yellow infection. Guts bloated and churning, forcing you to soil yourself in shame. Empty wallet, crushing debts, lies piling like maggots on a corpse, hidden agendas rotting your soul, plastic surgery scars festering like open cancer wounds. You sit alone amid piles of trash, empty bottles, stained tissues, maxed out cards, bedding slips, surgical bandages, desperate validation posts, and glowing screens pumping the same poison while you hide, lie, cheat, and chase approval deeper into the abyss. You already see the worms. You already recognize the parasites consuming you like terminal cancer cells. You feel buried too deep, too far gone, too ensnared, too exhausted to climb out. You are alone, profoundly lonely in that pit, screaming into the void while no hand extends to save you. Betrayed by everyone, abandoned by the world, no friends, no family, no savior, only you and the demonic empire and the endless dark. Your friends see a drooling, twitching meat puppet with dead glassy eyes and that permanent sour stench of failure. Your family smells the rot before you even walk through the door. Strangers cross the street or retch at your approach. Your own reflection makes you want to smash your face into the glass and swallow the shards just to feel something cleaner. But here's the shift that changes everything. You are not weak for being caught in it. You are dangerous for recognizing it. Most people never get this far. They stay asleep inside the loop. You didn't. Right now, there's a hard line. Behind you, repetition, excuses, temporary relief, long-term destruction. In front of you, control, clarity, self-respect, a completely different life. No one is going to walk you across that line. You cross it. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait for motivation. You decide anyway. Say it clearly. I don't do that anymore. Not trying, not reducing, not sometimes. Done. Your brain will push back with the old script. Just once. You deserve it. It's not that bad. You've heard it all before. You know exactly where it leads. So you don't argue. You don't negotiate. You recognize it. And you deny it execution. The urge is not your authority. It is only a signal. It rises. It peaks. It falls. Most people lose in the first 60 seconds. So you change the rule. When it hits, you move immediately. Stand up. Change location. Move your body. Break the loop before it builds momentum. No delay. No thinking. Action first. You will feel resistance, restlessness, irritation, tension. Good. That is not weakness. That is withdrawal from dependency. That is the system resetting. You stay. You breathe through it. You outlast it. Because this discomfort is temporary. The control you are building is permanent. You are no longer someone fighting addiction. That version is gone. You are now someone who does not engage in that behavior. Simple, clean, final. If you remove the habit and leave a void, the brain will refill it. So you build, not perfectly, but consistently. Replace idle time with structure. Replace scattered energy with focus. Replace low movement with physical action. You don't need a perfect plan. You need direction and repetition. Every time you resist the urge, you get stronger, structurally. Your brain rewires. Your identity updates. Every time you give in, you reinforce the old loop. There is no neutral. You are either feeding the pattern or starving it. And here's the deepest truth. It cannot survive without you. You are not trapped. You are participating. And that means you can stop participating right now. You may feel alone in this. That's fine. You don't need an audience. You don't need approval. This is internal. This is discipline when no one is watching. This is how you rebuild yourself. Not through emotion, but through decision, repetition, and holding the line when it would be easier to drop it. I ain't glorifying shit. I'm surviving it. Still breathing, still bleeding, still fighting these demons. I'm built from broken, and I'm proud. I wear my scars like armor. Just stay. Just stay. Hold that line. You're a fighter in the war they can't define. You matter. You're one more light. I've been going toe-to-toe against the dark, and I still will fight. Turn this pain into purpose. Let it spark. Even broken souls can light the dark. If the fire dies here, let the ashes speak that a soul can be broken, but never weak. I'll burn my bones just to light the torch. My will is made of iron. My heart is made of steel. You can't shatter my destiny. You can't fracture my faith. I'm unbreakable, a fortress in the storm. They throw their best shots at me, but I just transformed. I use that very darkness as the fuel to break right through. Every tear that fell made my spirits tough. I'm a storm in the flesh. When the times get rough, you ain't weak 'cause you cried. You ain't less 'cause you fell. You survived every hell. Wear your scars like a crown. You're alive. You're unbroken. And I still will fight. Feel the disgust rising again. That hot, chunky wave of bile and acid. Let it surge like a geyser of savage power. Let your whole body convulse and heave, desperate to expel the demon worm and all its maggots in one cataclysmic purge. This purge is your first immortal war cry. This is your immune system, arming the hypersonic missiles and atomic bombs that will obliterate the entire demonic empire. That sick, heaving, gut-twisting revulsion. That is your new craving now. Every time the old addiction whispers, this is what slams into you instead. Pure, overwhelming, vomit-inducing rock-bottom disgust that compels you to puke and never look back. You do not want it anymore. You puke at the very thought of it. Say these words out loud with me. Scream them from the bottom of that dark hole. I am done being the parasite's cum rag and shit toilet. I am done rotting from the inside out like a living corpse. I am done letting this demon worm wear my face, control my hands, and devour my life in the darkest pit. I am done with every single addiction that ever fed it. The next time I even think about feeding it, I will feel this exact sickness rising, hot, violent, unbearable, maggot-filled nausea, and I will choose to stay clean. I will choose to claw my way out of this rock-bottom grave, even if I have to do it completely alone. I will choose to live. I will choose to be free. I will choose to become the immortal superhuman immune weapon who turns every betrayal, every loss, every lonely night into unbreakable power and unbreakable kindness, and launches atomic bombs that obliterate the entire demonic empire forever. Feel that disgust embed itself deep into your bones like acid dissolving steel, but this acid now belongs to you. It incinerates every remnant of the old craving. It rewires every corrupted pathway until the only response left is this overwhelming, nauseating, vomit-inducing revulsion that forces you to purge and never return. You are no longer a mortal civilian crawling through the mud. You are the chosen warrior, the selective soldier, reforged into something the universe has never seen before. Strong beyond comprehension, kind beyond measure, immortal in spirit, and unbreakable in will. Armed with the deadliest immune arsenal that will reduce every last demon worm to absolute oblivion. Breathe through the sickness, feel the purge, and choose to climb out right now. Keep breathing, keep feeling the maggots writhe and the bile surge until the demon worm withers and dies inside you. Visualize it again and again. The fat, pale worm disintegrating under your immune missiles, the maggots vaporizing under atomic fire, the slime turning to dust while you rise taller in the pit, alone, yet finally liberated. Alone, yet finally immortal. You will purge and you will remain clean. You will purge and you will live, even alone, even at rock bottom, even when no hand reaches out. Your own hand, coated in the vomit of disgust and the eternal fire of immortality, is the one that drags you free and forges you into the warrior the universe has been waiting for. You are free. You are free. You are free. You are the immortal superhuman. You are the one-of-a-kind chosen warrior. And nothing, not the demon worm, not the loneliness, not the betrayals, not the empire of poison and cancer will ever stop you again. Rise, rise, rise. This immortal war cry was forged by Lunar Lunatic. Share it freely to arm every warrior still fighting in the darkness.